Actually, there are at least 3 other potential fathers, Elena said coolly as she defiantly sipped her sparkling water. The din of dinner-time chatter faded into the background as Logan watched pearls of condensation drip from Elena's glass. This dinner was meant to give him the upper hand in their ongoing Cold War with one another. And yet, somehow, Elena was coming out on top? How? You're lying. The words felt force coming out of his mouth. Elena looked at him with her striking blue eyes. Am I? It was a rhetorical question, but Logan was dying to know the answer. Memories suddenly flooded back to him. All those long weekends away with Ivy at beachfront resorts or the late nights at the office, which typically involved throwing Ivy across his oak executive desk. What did he think Elena was doing during those long, cold nights alone? Waiting for him? God, he was so naive. Logan, I can literally count on one hand the number of times we've been intimate. No, it can't be true. But you were tracking your ovulation. Everything was so calculated. At your behest. Logan felt a tremor in his hand. Spurred on by Elena's attacks, he doubled down. How could you have gotten pregnant otherwise? The comment sounded weak and nebbish even to his own ears. Did it ever occur to you that I wasn't being truthful? Elena's words were an arrow that shot straight through his heart. For the entirety of their short marriage, Logan was so consumed by his love for Ivy and disdain for Elena that he never took the time to think that Elena may have felt the same repulsion. Who are these other men? Did you bring them to our home, into our bed? Elena said nothing, but her silence spoke volumes. Christ, Elena, I feel so violated. You feel violated? Elena leaned forward, speaking through clenched teeth. Those cool blue eyes of hers tinged with a fiery red now. How about the number of HIPAA laws you violated when you had one of your goons steal my medical records? I hope you paid them well, by the way. They'll need it to hire a good lawyer because I'm going to sue the shit out of them. Excuse me. A clipped voice with a pan-European tilt interjected, causing both Logan and Elena to look up, only to find the mustachioed restaurant owner nervously fidgeting before them. I've been receiving complaints from the other guests. Either quiet your voices or leave. Please. Leave? Are you threatening me? Logan was growing hysterical now, taking his anger towards Elena and purging it onto any ill-statured person within his vicinity. I'll save you both the irritation and leave myself. We're done here anyway. With that, Elena rose from her chair and stalked towards the door, leaving Logan with nothing more than the aggravated glares of the surrounding patrons. Elena burst through the elevator doors into her penthouse, tossing her purse and coat to the floor. Logan Bennett had once been her lifeline to a world outside the stifling walls of her mother's Bel Air estate. But then, he turned out to be another ocean she was drowning in. During her marriage to Logan, she had completely lost herself. Everything that she had done since their divorce, her social media campaigns, the reality show, was about revenge on Logan, yes, but also about protecting the life growing inside of her. But what had it all amounted to? Logan still found out she was pregnant, and all the things she was doing in the name of revenge were beginning to weigh on her conscience. Was she doing this for the right reasons anymore? Was she no better than Logan himself? And if she wasn't any better than him, what kind of mother would that make her? Elena was feeling as if her world was spiraling out of control. She needed to get outside of her own head. She grabbed her phone, logged onto her Shoutback account, and started a live stream. Hi, loves. Today was one of those days, where you feel like you're losing yourself. And I started to realize you all know so much about me, but I barely know anything about you. So I want to start a contest, a share your story contest, because sometimes when you're lost, the way back is through the guiding light of others. Tell me about yourselves, about your struggles, about your victories. And to make things fun, the most compelling story will win $1 million, courtesy of yours truly. When you're feeling blue, sometimes it helps to give back." With a kiss and a wink, Elena signed off, feeling a little better about welding her platform for good. The next morning started early, with Elena's PR team convening in her living room. It was all hands on deck to sort through the fallout from Logan's newly acquired knowledge of Elena's pregnancy. Maggie laid out the state of affairs. "All Logan has is a medical file that was illegally obtained and conjecture that the baby is his. If he came out with this news now, he'd be opening himself up to a massive lawsuit." "Okay, sure." Grayson didn't seem as calmed by things as Maggie was. "But what happens when in 5 months Elena has the baby? I want to draft up legal documents to guarantee Elena's safety and the safety of the baby." Elena's hand went to her stomach, then to her brother. The things most important to her in this world. Guys? Jen, the other head of Elena's PR squad, came rushing in, her cell phone in hand. "There's a movement going on." "What?" Elena stood and grabbed Jen's phone, seeing the many messages and posts from her fans responding to her Share Your Story contest. "I'm a single mom to 3 amazing girls. I work 4 jobs just to keep us afloat. There are days when I don't know if I'll have the strength to go on. But then I see one of Savage Siren's videos and she gives me the courage to keep on going. I'm a straight-A student and I'm on my way to becoming valedictorian. My parents are lawyers, my brother is in law school, and I know that's what they want me to do. But I love drawing, and I think I might want to be an artist. Savage Siren inspired me to be my truest self, so I told my parents the truth. I start applying to art schools next week." Tears sprung from Elena's eyes as the messages continued to come in. They were all stories about how she had positively impacted her fans' lives. Maggie broke out in a huge smile. "I know, this is all chicken soup for the soul, but it's also amazing for your image. Jen, stay on top of these responses. See what we can do with them." Jen ran off to dive into the analytics of Elena's contest, while Elena posted a message of thanks to all of her fans. Maybe she wasn't as lost as she thought she was. Meanwhile, Logan was knee-deep in an argument with his lawyers. He wanted to make a public statement regarding Elena's pregnancy to get ahead of the story before Elena could control the narrative, but they advised against it. "There's been a lot of backlash in the media regarding your relationship with Miss Drake. We think it's best to hold a beat on this." Logan's eyes narrowed. "You think it's best, or my grandfather does?" The lawyer shared a knowing glance. "Mr. Bennett." Kevin came barging into his office. "Have you seen Miss Drake's latest shoutback post?" "No. Why?" "Her fan base has literally doubled because of it." Logan pulled out his phone, attempting to log into his shoutback profile to view Elena's page, but she had blocked him. Damn her. Logan's fist came down hard on his desk. He turned to his lawyers. "Leave." The bookish men scuttled away as Logan waved Kevin closer. "Pull up her profile on your phone." Kevin did as instructed, Elena's beautiful, flawless complexion taking over his screen. She was posting a live video. "I cannot thank you all enough for being vulnerable and sharing your stories. You've made me realize what an amazing community we have here. I'm not just Savage Siren, we all are. It also made me think about the importance of a chosen family. When your blood fails you, you need to cut them out and surround yourself with people who support you in your dreams. To the hater in my life who tried to back me into a corner, bye, boy." Kevin looked to his boss. "Is Miss Drake referring to you, sir?" Logan let out a barbaric scream as he grabbed Kevin's phone and threw it against the wall. Elena sat on her goose-feathered mattress, surrounded by silk sheets, scrolling through her phone, trying to pick the winner of the contest, when suddenly, a direct message popped up in her inbox. It was a video from a sweet-looking woman. Elena pressed play, and the woman's melodic voice came to life. "Hi there, Elena. You don't know me, but I've been following your ascent these past few weeks. and I wanted to reach out to let you know I know the truth about your father, and I have the proof to back it up." Elena's face drained of color. Just when she thought she had regained her footing, the world was crumbling beneath her feet all over again.